July 29th, 2026. FIFA officially opened disciplinary proceedings against Argentina. Not one investigation, not one player, and not one isolated moment of madness. The Argentine Football Association, 3 players and 1 assistant coach, were suddenly placed under formal scrutiny over political demonstrations, alleged assaults, discriminatory behaviour, security failures and misconduct during the FIFA World Cup 2026. The charges are official. Leandro Paredes faced 3 separate assault allegations. Nahuel Molina faced 2. Thiago Almada and Roberto Ayala were pulled into the case. Even Spain's Gavi was named in the proceedings. For weeks, FIFA had been accused of protecting Argentina. Then, on July 29th, the same organization appeared to attack them from every direction. Argentina had not been banned. Nobody had been suspended. Every accused party still had the right to present a defense, but the charges were official. And to Argentina's supporters, it looked as though FIFA had finally declared war. The first front began after Argentina defeated England in the FIFA World Cup 2026 semi-final. While the players celebrated reaching the final, several members of the squad displayed a banner carrying the message, "Las Malvinas son Argentinas." The Malvinas are Argentine. To Argentina, the words represented a national claim that extends far beyond football. To Britain, they were a direct political statement about the Falkland Islands. And to FIFA, they may have represented a clear breach of rules, preventing sporting events from being used for non-sporting demonstrations. This was not Argentina's first warning. In 2014, FIFA fined the Argentine Football Association after players posed behind a similar banner before a World Cup warm-up match. 12 years later, the same political message returned on the biggest stage in football, immediately after Argentina had eliminated England. That history makes the defense much harder. Argentina cannot easily claim that nobody understood the consequences. The federation had already been punished for almost the same act. Yet the banner appeared again, this time during a tournament watched by the entire world. But the banner was only the beginning. 4 days later, Argentina lost the FIFA World Cup 2026 final to Spain. Ferran Torres scored in extra time, Spain won 1-0, and the defending champions watched their title disappear. Then, the final whistle blew. Nahuel Molina appeared to strike or swing towards Spain captain Rodri as the Spanish players celebrated. Leandro Paredes became involved in confrontations with Eric Garcia and Gavi. Thiago Almada entered the chaos. Players, substitutes and staff rushed towards the incident. Then Roberto Ayala, one of Argentina's assistant coaches, became physically involved with Dani Olmo. A player losing control is serious. A member of the coaching staff becoming involved makes the entire federation look out of control. FIFA initially appointed a disciplinary and ethics prosecutor to review the footage. Now that review has produced formal proceedings, and nobody appears to be in greater danger than Leandro Paredes. Paredes faces 3 separate assault allegations, as well as an accusation connected to unsporting behaviour. 3 assault counts from 1 post-match confrontation place him at the centre of the entire case. That does not mean FIFA has already found him guilty. Paredes will be allowed to present his defense. The disciplinary committee must study the reports, footage, and arguments before deciding what happened and what punishment, if any, should follow. But the risk is obvious. One allegation might be explained as confusion inside a mass confrontation. 3 separate allegations suggest FIFA believes it has identified multiple actions requiring individual examination. Paredes could face a suspension from future international matches. The length of any possible ban remains unknown, but his case appears far more serious than an ordinary fine. Nahuel Molina is also facing major trouble. FIFA has opened proceedings against him over 2 alleged assaults, including an attempted assault, as well as unsporting conduct. His confrontation with Rodri appears to have helped ignite the disorder as Spain began celebrating. Thiago Almada's case is different. He is being investigated for unsporting behaviour rather than facing the same multiple assault accusations as Paredes. Roberto Ayala's position may be the most embarrassing for the AFA. He was not an emotional player who had just lost a World Cup final after more than 100 minutes of football. He was a senior member of the coaching staff. Coaches are supposed to stop players from losing control. FIFA will now examine whether Ayala became part of the violence he should have been preventing. Before we examine why FIFA may have decided to strike Argentina now, subscribe to the World Cup Whistleblower for the controversies and hidden stories surrounding the FIFA World Cup 2026. Because FIFA has not limited this case to the players visible in the brawl, the Argentine Football Association itself faces potential breaches covering team misconduct, discrimination and racist abuse, order and security at matches, political demonstrations, and failures to follow match protocols. FIFA specifically referred to discriminatory chants and gestures, late kickoffs, inappropriate messages displayed by the team and supporters, objects thrown from the stands, and failures to comply with security requirements across several Argentina matches. This is what makes the case feel like a coordinated attack. FIFA is not only asking what Paredes did to Garcia or what Molina did near Rodri. It is examining Argentina's conduct across the entire tournament. The federation now has to defend the actions of its players, staff, and supporters, while also answering for political messages and organizational failures. For weeks, critics claimed FIFA had treated Argentina differently. Egypt were furious over decisions in their knockout defeat. England supporters questioned how Argentina escaped more punishment during a physical semi-final. After the final, confusion grew when FIFA's live system briefly appeared to record a red card for Paredes before the entry disappeared. FIFA said that was an administrative error. The card had not actually been shown by the referee. But to supporters already convinced that Argentina received special treatment, the explanation sounded far too convenient. Then came the petition demanding that Argentina be removed from future World Cups. Millions attached their names to a campaign built around one central accusation: FIFA would never seriously punish Argentina. Now FIFA has responded with its largest disciplinary move against the federation during the tournament. So has FIFA finally turned against Argentina? Perhaps. The organization has publicly identified the articles that may have been breached. It has named the individuals under investigation. It has included assault allegations, political conduct, discrimination, and security violations in one enormous disciplinary process. This is not nothing. But there is another possibility. FIFA may also be fighting to protect itself. The governing body spent the tournament under growing pressure. Every controversial decision involving Argentina strengthened accusations of favoritism. Every delayed disciplinary response made FIFA look weaker. Every new incident raised the same question: would the rules actually be enforced? Opening a sweeping case allows FIFA to show that it is taking control. It tells critics that footage is being reviewed, alleged assaults are not being ignored, and political demonstrations will have consequences. But opening proceedings is easier than imposing meaningful punishment. Argentina have faced disciplinary action before. In 2014, the Malvinas banner produced a fine. After previous tournament controversies, financial penalties often generated headlines without changing anything on the pitch. That is why the final decisions will matter more than the announcement. Will Paredes miss important international matches? Will Molina receive a serious suspension? Will a member of Scaloni's coaching staff be removed from the touchline? Will the AFA face a punishment strong enough to change behaviour? Or will the entire disciplinary war end with fines that one of world football's biggest federations can easily absorb? There is also one detail that complicates the claim that FIFA is only targeting Argentina. Gavi is under investigation too. The Spanish midfielder faces proceedings for alleged unsporting conduct during the confrontation. Spain may have been celebrating victory when the disorder began, but FIFA is not automatically treating every Spanish player as an innocent observer. That gives FIFA an argument against accusations of bias. The organization can say it is examining the behavior of everyone involved, regardless of nationality. But it also creates another mystery. What exactly did Gavi do that FIFA believes deserves formal proceedings? And could his inclusion be used to create the appearance of balance while the most serious allegations remain directed at Argentina? At this stage, those questions remain unanswered. What is clear is that Argentina have not been banned from international football. The AFA has not lost its place at future tournaments. No individual suspension has been announced. Proceedings are accusations, not verdicts. All respondents have been invited to submit their defense. FIFA's disciplinary committee will then decide whether the rules were breached and what sanctions should follow. Possible consequences include fines for the federation, match suspensions for players or staff, and other disciplinary restrictions. A complete ban on Argentina would be an extreme outcome and has not been announced by FIFA. The most realistic sporting danger is that Scaloni could lose important players for upcoming international matches. Paredes remains an experienced part of Argentina's midfield. Molina is a regular defensive option. Almada has become increasingly important. Removing several players at once would turn a disciplinary case into a genuine football problem. Argentina reached the final through aggression, unity, and emotional intensity. Now, those same qualities may cost them after the tournament has ended. The country's supporters will argue that FIFA is overreacting because of political pressure from Britain, anger from Spain, and the international backlash following the final. Argentina's critics will argue the opposite. They will say FIFA waited until the evidence became impossible to ignore. They will say the federation had already been warned about political banners. They will say the brawl unfolded in front of cameras from every angle. And they will say meaningful punishment is long overdue. Both sides now have a reason to watch FIFA closely. If the punishments are severe, Argentina may claim the governing body has launched a political campaign against them. If the punishments are weak, FIFA's critics will claim the entire process was theatre designed to protect its reputation. That is why this case is bigger than Paredes, Molina, or one banner. It is a test of whether FIFA's disciplinary system can survive accusations coming from both directions. Argentina believe they are being attacked. The rest of the world is waiting to see whether they will actually be punished. FIFA has opened the cases. It has named the accused. It has placed the AFA, its players, and its staff under formal scrutiny. The first shots have been fired, but the final battle will begin when the punishments are announced. Has FIFA finally declared war on Argentina because the federation crossed too many lines? Or is this entire disciplinary offensive designed to convince the world that FIFA is still in control? Tell us what you believe below.